All right, all right, all right. What up, dummies? Good afternoon. Good evening. What's grouching, everybody? Happy hump day. Welcome back to the Dome. Hope everyone's having a great start to your week. What's up, Sean? What up, Kramus? Mr. Bean? What's up, buddy? What's up, Red House? FRM, Marvin, Trippy? What's up, guys? Juan Brito! What up, Titan? What up, G-Man? I have no information about what or exactly when the next Survivor Pass is going to be. BT dubs. Where's my light at? All I know is that the next scheduled server maintenance is next Tuesday, which means we have another temporary ban on one of those accounts that we reported the other day. They got banned. They got suspended for a few days. It looks like that suspension has been extended. Cool. Next Tuesday is server maintenance. Now, we're still in season 15 or season 35, because if you go to ranked, it still says this season ends in 34 days. So the question is, will we get a new Survivor Pass for the latter half of season 35? I don't know the answer to that question yet. I don't think we're going to see like the collab skins yet. I think those are coming in July, just based off of last year's collaboration timings. But I that could be, completely off. I don't know. There's no guarantees for that. What's up, Weir? Good morning. Excuse me. What up, Goku? How's my day been? I'm literally just waking up. I got out of bed like half hour ago, hopped in the shower. My daughter's home because she's a little sick, so the wife's home with her. She just went down for a nap, so I was like, all right, let me pop in the stream for a little bit with you guys. We can hang out, chat, and whenever Stella wakes up, I'll go back and hang out with them, and then go to work in a little bit. No black or white smoke yet. I don't think that would work in PUBG. I think black smokes would be bad because if it's inside of a building and the shadows are like already really dark, it could probably be really hard if there's a smoke. And regular smokes are already like what, gray, silver, whatever. It probably wouldn't be the best color choice. Cdome BMW skin for the Dacia. I would love it, but they'd probably use one of like the new BMWs. I'm not a big fan of those. Yeah, I mean, yeah, the current smokes, they're white, they're silver, kind of whatever. What we got here? My daily logins. Get that. Okay, we gotta do some crate openings pretty soon, huh? Our crates are getting stacked back up. Let's get some of our contraband coupons. I'm an engineer. An F10 M5, that's it. The F10 or the F80, I think is probably the latest I would like to see. Anything after the F80, I'm like, meh. Maybe BMW will change their ways, but the current direction, like, I'm very well aware that a lot of people felt the same way with the E60. You know, with that design language coming from the E39, it was like a big departure. And the E60 definitely didn't look as pretty as the E39, but it aged well. And then they did the F10, which is like kind of going back more towards in the E39 direction. And then the F80, or not, I say F80. I think it's the G8. Is it G80? It is F80, isn't it? G80 is the M3. The F80 was like probably peak modern BMW, like current generation BMW. It's like the closest thing to a true super sedan, a super saloon. And then after that, like the current one, the M5 like hybrid thing, it looks like complete dog water. And all the reviewers are like, yeah, look, it's incredibly fast and capable, which of course it is. You know, it's a freaking twin turbo V8 with hybrid assist and all. It's like, yeah, of course. Actually, I think the current one, isn't it a full hybrid? I don't even know anymore, dude. That's how much you can tell it's like a meh car. Who cares? Looks like crap. Looks like a poo-poo. Is there a new progressive? Nothing yet. Nope. So right now, where's my game audio? Hold on. Does anybody else have that bug where when you start up PUBG, sometimes your like game sound is gone? You lit up like a training mode. This happens a good bit, but then sometimes I'll do Control M and like mute it and unmute it, and it'll come back. Okay, so now I have sounds. Weird. Like I literally don't do anything. I just load the game up and it works. Isn't you E34 is peak for you? I respect it. What's up, Driz? When do you think we'll see another progressive? Well, usually it's a good rule of thumb. You look at what's leaving the store, right? So we have 2 progressive guns and progressive smokes are leaving in 6 days. So it's fair to assume that next week when we get the server maintenance on Tuesday, that we will get a new progressive skin. Whether it's a grenade or a gun, I don't know. That's a pretty fair assumption, because they're obviously going to want to always have new stuff in the store for you guys to buy. Now, we were just talking about, you know, a second ago, is there a new survivor pass? I don't think there'll be a new survivor pass. There could be a crafter pass, but I don't think that will be a thing yet either, because of the Hannah stuff. But yeah, I could be wrong. I truly do not know. Like there's the Bugatti collaboration, right? There's the Porsche collaboration. There's the K-pop group collaboration. I forget the name of the K-pop group. You know, those are all leaked, rumored, whatever, from the roadmap. So those are coming this year. I just don't think the cars are going to come until July, or at least one of the cars is going to come in July. But it's possible that like the K-pop group could have a collaboration thing. It's like very, very possible. What's up, whatever? What about the level 1 through 3 pans so they can be shot off your butt? Huh? Canada is banning all vehicles older than 2000. What do you mean banning? Like you can't own one, Jay? What's up, Monk? Jayon, what's up? I have the annoying bug where I load up PUBG and it works and I'm forced to play it. Okay. What's up, Jeebs? Drizz, I'm good, buddy. I don't know if I can looking people's stats up right now, man. It's always no sound. Okay, weird. But like now I have sound. What's up, Ruger? Nope, I have not seen. To be fair, I don't think I've seen really any leaks I haven't seen any leaks at all in a hot minute. Remember how it'd be like every other week we'd have new leaks on Twitter? I feel like there was a nice period of time where like every time we'd log in, like Flash or Sweet Muji or one of the data miners. Wait for my monitor to load up here. I can see my screen on OBS, but my monitor is black. They would be posting like, oh, like here's a leak of the skin or whatever. My monitor's in power saving mode. Bro, what the frick is happening? My monitor's just completely black. Sick. I can see my monitor down here. I'm getting a no signal on my monitor. Oh, lost signal there too. Okay. 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 Oh, it's back. Okay. I was literally just about to shut the computer down. Piece of shit. Must have read my thoughts. Because it's like, oh no, I'm working now. Don't worry. Don't shut me down. Anyways, wasn't gonna look at. Oh, Flash. Yep, so no leaks there. Sweet Muji. Oh wait, is Sweet Muji's account gone? Oh, there it is. Okay. Dude, what about the Grand Theft Auto trailer, huh? You guys seen that? Confirmed. aespa is coming to PUBG this July as PUBG's annual K-pop collaboration, following New Jeans, aka NJZ collaboration last year. Collab might include aespa themed outfits, weapons, dance emotes, and their characters. So this is the K-pop group I was talking to you guys about just a second ago. I didn't know they were confirmed coming in July. So I just told you guys that the vehicle I'd expect to come in July because that's what happened last year. I don't remember the New Jeans collaboration being the same time as the car collab, the Lamborghini collaboration. I might be mistaken on that. But so now reading that, maybe the car collaboration will be before that. Then I don't know, to be honest. But yeah, so no leaks there. What about this one? Yeah, July 5th, 2024 was the Lamborghini collaboration. That's why I was saying July, but maybe not. I don't know. Who else has leaks on PUBG? That's all I can think of right now. But yeah, so no yeah, if you search PUBG Leaks on Twitter, like I come up. Doesn't do us any good, does it? I'm leaking my own content. Yeah, so okay, so nothing confirmed in terms of leaks. Except for that one maybe aespa collaboration coming in July, which would mean, car collaboration before or after that, Yo, Ann's 86. Thanks, buddy. Appreciate it, man. Hope you're having a great day as well. Thanks for watching myself and the Bobster. What's up, Brando? Bugatti is 100% confirmed. The Porsche is data mined confirmed. So if you believe the data miners, then yes, Porsche is confirmed as well. As a fan of 1970s, 80s pop, how does K-pop relate? Well, K-pop is Korean pop, so it's just all about a little bit different genre of music. And K-pop is obviously huge in Korea and in Asia, where most of the players play PUBG. No, I've not been doing the Korean login event. I barely have been doing my North American login. Dude. I've been not playing a lot lately with the work schedule. I don't know what the next shop update is, by the way. What's up, Ice Money? So they're phasing out cars, their population. Yeah, I guess I'm confused at what. So what's Canada doing? Are they like Canada bans 2000s cars? Debunked. In the footage, Carney also appeared to announce bans on Windows 10 and lifted trucks. Oh, that's not right. I'm out. Oh, I can't even look at this stuff on this computer. If I look at anything that has a video on it, YouTube like freaking copyright demonetizes shit so fast. So dumb. What's up, grown folks? When do we get the pass? We don't know yet. Yeah, so I don't know if like those data miners like just don't do it that much, or if they were told by PUBG, hey, stop. Yeah, I do wonder if they were told something. What's up, Butch? What's up, Rec? How you doing, buddy? What up, Carl? Happy Wednesday, man. Mr. Bean, what's up, buddy? What's up, Punch? Oh, same here, man. I got about another month left of the night shift life. Yo, Butch, thanks for the 16 months prime, babe. Scratch, man. Thank you, buddy. Thanks for the resub. Hope you're doing good today. It was Ducati, bro, in May of last year. Yeah, well, the Lamborghini was in July, which is what I was talking about, the car collaboration. So maybe they put Bugatti or Porsche next month, maybe? I don't know, or this month. What up, Georgie? What about classic car shows? Those are just out the door for Canada? Who knows, dude? What's up, Booty? I feel like if a country's gonna do a ban on older cars, it's probably more of an emissions related thing. Like I doubt they would like, oh, now you can't own a car, but you probably have to pay like, you know, special taxes and that kind of shit to have it. You have to get special stickers and blah blah blah. Did you hear India and Pakistan bombed each other? I did. I saw some of the videos. It's fucking nuts, dude. They had some video of this dude, I guess like driving his car, and there was guys on motorcycles in front of him, and this big missile blew up like a couple hundred yards away from them. Like, holy crap, bro. Fucking crazy, man. Yo, what up, Lee? 86 months. Thanks for the resub, homie. Don't you ever come in my hood, baby. What's up, Lee? Happy belated birthday to you, by the way. How's the trip? Or are you still in New York right now? Hey, chat, can we get a happy belated birthday to my boy, Lee? How many times has Dr. Loopo been mentioned today so far? What, on the internet? Fuck if I know. Chill, man, been playing American Truck Sim a bunch. PUBG burned me out for a bit. All good? Take your little break, man. Yeah, I drove home in it, Lee. I was leaving work and I was like, oh god, it's freaking storming. It's like 6 a.m. so it's pitch black. Dude, that's like the worst thing to me about, not the worst thing, but that's one of the worst things about working night shift is leaving work. Like you're leaving work when other people are leaving work and they're, you know, it's late for them, so they're dead tired. And then you got people coming into work, just waking up, dead tired. It's so sketchy, man. And then it was raining. When I was a cop, we had to work a BS called 20 turn, 7 days each. 7-3, 3-11, 11-7. Good lord, dude. Dude, that's crazy hours, man. Oh, you're leaving this Friday. Okay, gotcha. In your chat, oh, I don't think my chat cares about that, dude. I don't know. Chat, do you guys care about the Dr. Lupo cheating thing? They had some cars lifting up. They had some cars lifting up. Oh, damn. Oh, okay, I don't think we had anything that bad here. But GTA 6 getting delayed. People are losing it. Man, I think everyone kind of knew it was going to get delayed, though, right? Like, nobody really thought it was coming out this year. Did they? What's up, Shardad? I'd be very surprised if someone was like, oh, yeah, I definitely thought GTA 6 was going to release on time. I feel like it was kind of obvious, but I think it's good. Delay it. Like, if it needs it, yeah, why would you not delay? It's gonna be the biggest game release ever, essentially, you know? Like, delay the hell out of it if that's what it needs, you know? Because look at that trailer they put out. In fact, we can pull up the trailer. Well, I say that we'll probably get freaking something stupid demonetized on this thing. I guess I probably can't pull up the trailer, to be honest, huh? Pull up some let me see. There's a bunch of retweets that put up stills for it. Hey, look at this. This is one of the screenshots. And this game was apparently rendered, or this trailer was apparently rendered in PlayStation 5 engine. Like, this picture almost could pass as photorealistic. It's pretty nuts. I already know what the most replayed part of GTA 6 trailer. Jesus Christ. They got my man in 4K. I mean, dude, it's crazy though. Like, this game is going to be epic, man. There's really no other word for it. Somebody even pointed this out. In the trailer, the beer has bubbles. Like, it's pretty crazy. And obviously that can all be rendered specifically for the trailer, like whatever. But you know, it just shows you the attention to detail that they have. And so you got some wildlife in there. Obviously, wildlife is Grand Theft Auto, but like, you know, if the game needs another year, yeah, bro, give it a year. Never really cared for Loopo. Anyway, I mean, I thought he was always cool, man. Like, he always did really cool charity giveaways and stuff. And I don't know, it just seemed like a pretty down to earth kind of guy, you know, just like legit a dude who made it streaming. You know, wife, got the kiddo, and never was in any drama. But hey, I guess you never really know somebody until you know them, you know, until they show themselves. So it's unfortunate, but I'm sure he'll be fine. You know, I guess that's why the way I kind of look at it. I'm like, you know, it's a shitty thing to do. You should have never done it. I'm surprised Twitch hasn't banned him. Like, I don't know how Twitch hasn't banned him, if I'm being honest. Like, for explicitly breaking TOS. You know, you're one of the biggest faces on the platform. And I guess technically he streams on YouTube now, right? Like, he does multi-stream, but you know, he's not like the Dr. Lupo of like whatever 3 years ago, 4 years ago, where like Twitch is promoting him all the time. So maybe that might be a difference, but I'm sure he's gonna be just fine, you know. Oh, nice, Shardad. I gotta get my grass mode too, but I figured I'd rather stream at you guys for a little bit. My shit's looking bad. What's up, Lucas? What's up, Neen? What do you think about the AK? Because I have really good aim with it. Because I don't see everyone use it. Oh, it's a great gun. It just shoots really slow. That's the bad thing with it. No, I'm not saying he's bad or anything. Just gotcha. Dr. Loophole. Okay, that's actually good. Oh, that's good, man. I mean, it is pretty crazy, right? Like, dude had the balls to cheat on a charity tournament. And when I first saw the story, I was like, oh, this dude freaking read his chat. And his chat was giving him like moves and stuff. I'm like, he had to have known that was going to happen, right? Like, if you're going to live stream, it's like, it's not, this isn't the same thing, but it's similar to like when I'm just playing my regular games of PUBG. And sometimes we'll be in lobbies with other streamers and stuff, right? And like, obviously I'll see that because I have PUBG partner mode, so I can see, you know, even if another PUBG partner has streamer mode on, I can see their gamer tag in the kill feed. And obviously I'm paying attention to who's dying, who's killing who, what, where. So I'll see that kind of stuff, but I'll never make a call out to it to anyone. I won't bring it to attention because I don't want it to affect the way, well, it doesn't affect the way I play, but I don't want it to affect the way my teammates would play. And I also don't want chat to like, you know, say like, oh, go after this person or go into that person's stream and be like, oh, you know, start any crap. And so I'll never mention it. But sometimes some viewers will get excited and they'll be, oh, so-and-so is in your lobby or whatever, right? And then I'll sometimes be like, all right, look, like I know they're in our lobby. It's all good. I'm not going to let it change the way I would normally play the game. Like, don't let it influence the way you would want to watch the game or whatever. And so like, even I know that reading chat sometimes in a game can be problematic, because if someone just posts a little message like, oh, Mike stands in this bottom city still or whatever, like, you know, just a random comment, it could give you intel in the game that like you really normally shouldn't have. And so for him to have his chat up during this like charity tournament where it's like specifically a 1v1 match and it's like, you know, it's chess, I was like, man, that's kind of crazy. He did that knowing that would probably happen. Was the new PS5, PS6? What was that? And then it comes out that it was a chat or a game engine, like a cheat engine that would basically simulate all of the moves and give him the best one. I was like, man, ain't no way, dude. Ain't no way, dude, loaded up a cheat engine. Like, because you'd have to preemptively do that, right? You'd have to like set that up, I imagine. I mean, maybe not, but. And then he was backtracking at first saying, oh, no, just read chat. And then chat was like, or then everyone was like, no, you didn't. We just went and looked up your chat log and nobody was saying to do the moves that they said. And then he's like, oh, well, it was an engine or something like that. Or it didn't say it was an engine. He said something else first. He like backtracked 3 or 4 times before he finally came clean and was like, yeah, I cheated. Like, I loaded up a chat engine or a game engine. I like willfully cheated in a $100,000 charity tournament, you know, and at first tried to lie about it multiple times to my community and to some of my close friends. I was like, damn, that's freaking it's just crazy, man. Like, I understand people make mistakes. Ain't nobody perfect, obviously, but like, damn, bro, that's tough. And then of course the internet's gonna internet on them. People like, off with his head. Execute him. Try verifying your game files, Pamphel. Odyssey, thanks for being here, buddy. Yeah, 26 perfect moves in a row. Right, exactly. Uh-oh, we mentioned chess. Here comes Zach. What's up, Zach? The TLDR is this actually I'll probably just show you here. Dr. Loopo. So this really, really popular streamer. I'm sure you probably know who he is. He cheated in a charity $100,000 prize pool charity chess event, and there's a whole thing, you can go read about it. But yeah, he got caught cheating, and at first tried to play it off as like, well, I wasn't really cheating, like I was getting some intel from chat that I probably thought I shouldn't have, so I decided it's probably best if I back out of the tournament or whatever for integrity purposes. And then people were like, wait, that doesn't seem actually like what happened, bro, hold on. And so they, you know, internet started sleuthing and researching, and come to find out, like I said, he pulled up a game engine cheat thing that like basically is in like an AI that would tell you, hey, based on the move that your enemy just did, like here's the best move to do to counter that, and like was doing that for I don't know 2 matches or something like that. And yeah, and got busted doing that. Gotta love cancel call. Yeah, look, on one hand, like he deserves to get banned from the chess tournaments forever, right? Like you cheated in the chess, so nobody should ever trust you again in a chess tournament. But also, like Twitch, should suspend him, like just by following their TOS. I'm not saying he should be like banned on the platform, but like yeah, at the least he should be suspended from Twitch for whatever the TOS says, And I mean, he's gonna lose. I say he is. I would imagine he'd lose some sponsorships out of it. I'd imagine he'd lose followers and some subscribers or whatever. Like, that kind of stuff is just gonna like naturally occur. But there's people want like want his head to roll, like off with his head, and like on one hand you understand that because you got this guy who's been wildly successful as a content creator, and a lot of his content is, I shouldn't say a lot because I don't honestly watch him that much, maybe I don't know, but a good portion that I know of is he plays a lot of Tarkov right now, right? That's one of the main games he plays, and he's very well known for being very vocal about the cheating community in Tarkov and how they're all pieces of shit and whatever. And then turns out like he has an opportunity to do it in a charity tournament event and does it, like, so it's like very hypocritical. It's like, oh, of course, so the people who want him canceled are seeing that like, yeah, fuck this guy, so what you gonna do? Bruno, we don't know for sure if it's dropping next Tuesday, but that's when the next server maintenance is going to be. So if it does drop, the soonest it'll be is next Tuesday, but we don't know for sure. Where'd he go? Oh my god, that guy had an RPG. He's about to blast me. Three shots of the Mini 14. Stupid gun. Easy. Relax. I'm getting VSS right now. I heard that he claimed it was chat telling him. Yes, yeah, that's what we just discussed. That he was at first, basically just gaslighting everyone, being like, "Bro, I wasn't cheating. It was like, you know, I was reading chat and I shouldn't have done that. And that was silly. It was dumb." And then it was like, "Oh wait, no, maybe I did see a move or something on a window." And then all of a sudden it was like, "Oh yeah, I actually loaded up a cheat engine and was reading it and watching it for 26 moves like in a row." It's tough, man. Tough. All right, where's this VSS guy at? He's gonna frickin' eat my lunch. I don't kill him. Find him. Yeah, it won't surprise me if Nikita removes his along with the docs items in Tarkov. I mean, we'll see, right? I feel like if you're popular enough, famous enough, whatever, you can kind of get away with anything. What's up, Toxic? Yeah, we're doing some weird hour streaming right now, man, with my night shift. What's up, Sherry? What up, Skate? Yo, Ice Money, thanks for hitting that sub on YouTube as well, man. Almost to 33,000 YouTube subs. Excuse me. This guy's an MP5K. Maybe he was the VSSer. Wait. I can get much higher. Where to my supply? Yeah. Osmo, woo! What's up, Trigger? Whoa! VSS is still alive. He just missed. What's up, Mr. E? I guess I just have to get off the roof. But the VSS guy's watching me. I see he's still shooting at me. It's so hard to know where a VSS is because of the subsonic rounds. Like I have to figure out where's the bullet landing and then do some like reverse math. Like the bullet landed there. So he's probably out here somewhere, right? Thank God he's missing a lot because I should be dead by now. He hasn't hit one shot, but it's just a matter of time. It's just a matter of time. There it is. His accuracy is 1 for 1,000. What's up, Moya? Oh, did you see him in this window? Let me see. Hold on. Let me see. Oh, he is in there. Look at that. He is. MP5K. Yeah, what's up, bro? Yeah, what's up, bro? Oh, you lucky little bitch. You got a little boyfriend over here. Let me take care of him, dude. Hold on, let me boost up real quick. Let me go ahead and do this. Look at that. Quick, let's double team him. I'll get him from this angle, and you get him from that one. Do that. Let's see. Let me see where you at. Boom, 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 boom. Oh, night, Thronkor. What the hell your name is? What the frick? They were supposed to double team him. You said peek when I said peek. I'll give it another go. Oh, frick, dude, he got us both. Shit. Night. Where to my supply? Yeah. Right. I still got that guy over here who I couldn't kill, huh? I got shot like 3 times with an iron sight from yonder. Oh, hello. No! Oh, this is a bot. The other guy's like, ah. Come on, Peeky Poo. Eat that. What's the plan today? Survive. That's about it. That's about it. It's 2 o'clock. I'll probably be live for another hour. 2 at the most. Oh. Oh. Whoa. Ow. Where are you at, Mr. Suppressed Gamer? Everybody wants a piece. Everybody wants a piece. Okay. Everybody want a piece. Oh. What the hell? Bro. Die. What the fuck was that, dude? Okay. Like, who just stands there out in the open, just like strafes and shoot? Like, what? I don't even know, dude. There's this suppressed boy. Want to get a new angle? This dance move. Yeah, I feel like some of my shots are going right through that, dude. The hell's your ping, bro? I have a mini 14. My bullets are going right through you. That had to be a bot. It wasn't even a headshot, dude. There's definitely a suppressed player out here. A real player. Where did my supply? Yeah. Hello? Hey, baby. What are you doing up? Good morning. Oh, you my big girl. How did you sleep, boo? Good. I missed you so much. You only slept for 30 minutes. What? You didn't want a nap? Oh, no. How are you feeling? Good. Good? You like my necklace? You put it on my back? Oh my goodness. It doesn't go on my back, does it? Ah. What? 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 Couldn't you sleep, bro? Couldn't you sleep? Tired or what? You You're not tired? Wow, so pretty, boo. You painted those? Those are beautiful. I love them. That's my favorite color? Is that why you chose them? Wait, you did two different colors? Wow, let me see. Girl, that's so pretty. I love it, boo. I was just gonna move my character.
Why?
Why not?
Dad,
Yes, baby.
you tell me.
Well, you guys can go without me, and I'll come hang out when you get back. Capiche? Capiche? Alright. Give me a kiss. Back. Where to my supply, yeah. Da, 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 da. A sandstorm. Da-da-da. Excuse me. What's up, Miklo? I'll be doing it before the season 35 ends. So we still have like 30 days left. What's up, Tad? What's up, Empty? How you doing, buddy? How rude of you. All right, we gotta get some heals. Whee! Oh no, it didn't vault. Oh. About.
Oh. Then.
You got ice cream. Mm-hmm. I didn't know that. All right, we gotta scram. Heels in the route here. Heels in route. Let's go. I think I saw a first aid on the roof. Let's go grab that too, huh? Ah. There. Where to my supply? Alright. Rock and roll. So there was just an M249 shooting over here. Maybe I'll just get in the car and just try to yeet it. Yo, what up, Stan? Thanks for the resub, baby. 84 months. Assad. What up, baby? Yeah, I just told you guys that Estelle was sleeping when she wakes up like an hour or so. And then like 5 minutes later, she walks in. She'd been napping for 30 minutes, but baby girl's running a little fever, so she's not feeling good. It's probably why she's not sleeping too well right now. Whoa. Where to my supplier? It's probably the M249 guy. We're just gonna send to this compound. We're just gonna YOLO it. What's the worst that happens, right? That's unfortunate. Get in! Someone's in this room next door. Someone's in that. I can hear him creeping. Oh, he on some X game shit. Hold on now. Oh, he did. Bro, what in the Red Bull Racing are we watching right now? And why can't I hit this guy? Kobe. How does that not kill this dude? Oh my fucking God. Okay, dude. I don't even understand. I need to go see this guy. I need to go see this guy kill me. And I need to hear his footsteps not exist, is what I need. Let me see this. Opens the door. No audio. Crouch walking under me. Swaps grenades, which all makes noise. ADSs makes noise. Just walks right up. I'm not trolling when I say the game's audio is busted right now. This same thing happened. I actually want to go see if that replay file is still there. Hold on. You guys remember that just happened last squad stream? When that guy with the shotgun just showed up behind me? I grenade didn't do any damage to him too. Wow. Yeah, that's crazy. Because I can hear this guy's footsteps in the replay. See if I hear the door open. I can hear him. I can hear his little tit in here now. None of this, which should be way louder. Doesn't make any sense. Not one door open sound. Interesting. How you even fly at that? I don't know. That dude needs to get signed by Red Bull Racing. He really is a great flyer. Let me see if I probably don't have Tangos with stand. Why do I still have these old? Let me unlock these. Hold on. I for some reason had these old replays locked and I can't access them anyway. All right, so those are gonna get deleted, but I think that means I won't be able to play back the old one. The one I'm thinking of, I think it was just me, Taryn, and Stan. I think it was before Eba joined us. Let me see if it's this one. Wait, Miramar? I thought that said Erangel. What? Am I tripping? I thought that replay file just said Erangel. Oh, no. Wait. That was bomb. Oh, here. That's what I want. Well, I'm thinking of we're in farm. So we were like in game. No, it definitely was before Eba then. Yeah, because it was just us three. Have you ever thought about doing a server to play against your subs? Like a community game? A community game? Have we done this before? What am I looking to do? Oh, let me go. No leaks or anything to share, Ray, on the Survivor Pass. Nothing that I know of. What's up, Sholo? Thanks, buddy. Hope you have a good day as well. Where did my supply? Yeah. Oh. It would have been 3 days ago. Okay. Okay, it was before, but so maybe it was really early on. Ah, this one. Okay. All right. So what I want to do is actually go and look at the legit section where it happened, and I just want to see if I can hear the footsteps in the live stream. All right, that's top building now shooting at us. Careful.
To get shot at when you're stuck in the.
Look at this. That would like. Oh, Dacia. Yeah, take the Dacia. Look at this 2-story somewhere.
Does it, you guys actually, their car might be good still. If
I heard it got close.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, orange.
Okay. It was right to this.
I got C4 as well.
What's up, Hampton? Solo
That's that
FPP on
orange.
EU. Oh, I didn't even know that wasn't a thing, so I guess probably not. Good call. Stole my. It's all about player counts. We do have to rotate here. Unfortunately, way up the hill. Oh wait, there's somebody in my building. Volume warning. I'm gonna crank up my audio really loud real quick. Look at this 2-story somewhere. I can clearly hear Taryn in the building next to me, by the way.
Does
You
it?
guys actually, their car might be good still. If
I
you
heard
guys
it got
need
close.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, orange.
Okay.
I got C4 as well. It's
I can still hear Taryn in the building next to me.
orange.
He's running. I can hear this guy's footsteps. Run away.
Angle.
Good call. Stole my kill, you son of a bitch. We do have to rotate here. Unfortunately, way up the hill. Oh, wait. There's somebody in my building. Yeah, no, I think there is an actual bug with footstep audio, specifically maybe when it's not in your character's LOS. I think that is an actual like bug currently in PUBG. This guy just appeared, and he didn't. If you actually go watch I'd love to go show you the replay. Actually, I think I watched the death cam in this clip, or did I? Because this guy's part of a team, and they walked up to our house from the farm, so like just out in the open, opened the door. Like my door and the front door in this building was closed. He opens the door and then walks up the stairs behind me as I'm healing and just shoots me. Not like crouch walk, like walks up. See if I have a death cam. For sure, people on blue. I think whenever Taryn died, did I do death cam? They move, right? They just want to throw the game and die in the we're not in the open. Bro, this guy. Keep in mind, I'm hearing Taryn in this building, and there's a guy in front of this 2-story house that I heard running away. Sprinted to my building.
Is literally about to be on them.
Sprinting. He's currently still sprinting. Now, you know, I'm shooting my gun. You can, you know, always say that. Oh, that's gonna dilute some of the audio and stuff like that. Sure. Sprinting. Stop sprinting, but still standing up, walking.
Just walks right in, doesn't
This is the best part.
crouch or nothing.
Opens the door.
Opens the door.
Reloads the shotgun. Opens the door, pumps the shotgun.
Door, hello.
Standing, walks up the steps.
Oh.
I'm like not trolling when I say that the audio is busted right now. And don't even say, oh, see, the plane was overhead. Bro, the plane doesn't mute all game sounds. Level 83 bronzer. Just look at something real quick. Yo, player, what up, big dog? Here it is. Hold on, pause the music. Player redeeming his 250,000 mega reward flex points in the dome, baby. Player, what's up, man? Happy Wednesday to you. Thanks for being here. Thanks for accumulating 250,000 points from watching your boy. We'll get that redemption going on. Thanks for being here, man. How you doing today? So that was... Wait, where's my mouse? Here we go. Was just curious. Oh, does it not show me, I guess, his like rank in this thing? Okay, hold on. What about over here? Level 80 bronze. IZ, you were saying? I have it disabled. Yeah. Listen, man. Despite popular belief, I'm not a conspiracy theorist. I love a good alien discussion. Okay, I love a good UFO discussion. There's a lot of tomfoolery around 9/11. Okay. I don't think that PUBG gives specifically bronze accounts any advantages in PUBG. I truly don't think that. I think it's one of two things. It's either A, there's a new form of cheat that either dampens or mutes your in-game audio, which is not very believable. Or it's more likely is occasionally during server maintenance, PUBG will do something and something will break. And in this case, one of those somethings is audio. I think that's what happens. I think the audio broke. Something broke with the audio. Console has reports of like vehicles not making any sounds or something like that right now. I personally have two examples I just showed you within the last 2 days of playing where It just so happens to be a brand new bronze account. I think that's just probably coincidence. Literally walks up right behind me and shoots me with 0 audio in the game. But when you go back and watch the replay, clearly their character is creating audio. But in the game, like live, as the server is trying to figure out what's going where, what audio is where, the audio like literally just gets lost, muted, diluted, something. So yeah, I don't know. I'd be curious to hear if you guys have had similar situations happen. What's up, Rusty? Did you see the new conspiracy about the Challenger explosion? How the astronauts are alive and well? Buddy of mine just sent me a short video about it. Blew my mind. The Challenger explosion? You mean the space shuttle that blew up on launch? Like with the teacher? Your buddy thinks that those guys are still alive? Yes, Taryn also did not hear those guys. That is correct. What is the percentage of you missing those audio cues? Oh, I would say high. Like I would say the chance of me missing a very minute audio cue is probably high. Especially in the middle of like, you know, gunshots and all that kind of crap. But in that same moment, when I can hear other people's footsteps further away, I start to call a little BS. Like it'd be one thing if I'm just, you know, yapping away to you guys and like I'm talking basically over myself, over like, you know, over here in the little small things. Like, oh, it happens. I say all the time, actually. I'm like, I always say that my audio settings and my still series, I have them toned down. So like I don't hear as much as you technically could hear in the game. But when I can go back in the replay and then clearly hear the things that I'm like, bro, those didn't exist in the live version of what I experienced. And then I can go pull up the live version of what I experienced in the VOD and go, yeah, those sounds aren't there. There's a disconnect, you know? Like it's one thing if I'm like in the moment, didn't hear it. It's another thing to pull it back up, crank my sounds all the way up and like, okay, go, I'm ready. And then I still can't hear it. It's like, okay, well, something's not adding up there. What's up, Quitter? You like this song? My daughter loves this song right now. So the HRTF thing is an interesting one. I wouldn't tell you one way yes or no on it because I would need to go do some more testing to give you like my stamp of approval to use it or not use it. Over the years, there's been reasons to use it and not to use it. Essentially, HRTF is head tracking audio, like your character's head tracking audio. So if you turn it on, the idea is that depending on where your character's head is facing in the game, the direction of audio that you hear is going to change as well. So like if you're facing the window, but you look, you know, you hold the Alt key, your body doesn't move, but your head moves, you should hear a change in audio levels where like, you know, where your ears facing things are going to be easier to hear. Your ears over here now, so things over there are going to be easier to hear, etc. The problem is that obviously situations like that in PUBG where you don't really know if you can trust the game's audio, you sometimes could be losing sounds. If I'm hearing this fine and then I turn my head this way, and then all of a sudden this stuff gets muted in this direction, or gets reduced, maybe not muted, but it gets reduced because your character's not facing that way anymore, that could be obviously an obvious issue. So I have mine turned off. I'd be curious to know what the pro players use, and then that would be a fun thing for us to do a video on, is just do a simple example of, like, you know, my second character just kind of running around in circles, like through a building, you know, kind of do a little obstacle course, have HRTF off, then run that same obstacle course, have it turned on, see if there's any audio difference, and then we could also test like distance audio, like how far away can you hear the footsteps and that kind of stuff. I'll add that to I'll add that to my list. Hustling on the bait. Oh, that'll be another fun video we can do. Let's see. So, PUBG audio. Do obstacle course. On. Off. All right. Speaking of fun videos, our boy RN Player, a longtime community member, been watching the stream for a long time. He has accumulated 250,000 streamer watch points, aka flex points, and he has redeemed them for the mega reward. The mega reward is pretty open-ended, so this is something that you can kind of make up what you want to redeem within reason. So some people do games with me, some people do see them react to these few video clips. Player has requested, pull up, actually I have it here. Player has requested a tutorial on my keybinds. So I thought that'd be fun, something fun thing that we could do. And maybe some of you guys can benefit from it as well. And I'd also like to see, when I'm done showing you my keybinds and why I chose them, what yours is, what your keybinds are as well. What about the best attachments for the mutant? I haven't done a test yet, but my just knee-jerk reaction would say compensator, lightweight grip, and a tack stock. Heavy tack stock if you're going to be like double burst firing. Single, if you're single firing, I would say just the regular stock. Yeah, agreed, Lunchable. What's up, Leisure? Hey, congrats, man. Hell yeah, dude. That's awesome news. We don't know when the Survivor Pass is coming yet. Could be as soon as next Tuesday. Don't know for sure, though. All right, so let me load up. We're going to go to our... No, let's go training. Okay, let's go training. La da 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 da. Spotify. Weird. Spotify was. What's up, Jim? Yo, thanks for the tier 2 for 6 months, baby. Let's growl, chummy. What's up, Jim? That's gone fast. When you say the mega reward can be anything, how about a signed 3D printed model of your skin? Is that possible? I've got some savings to do. Of my skin. Brother, ugh. What's up, Jim? How you doing, bro? FBI? All right, as I just explained. Oh, hold on, I got the FPS bug. Hold on. Alt enter. Alt enter. Uh-oh. I think I broke it. Wait. Uh-oh. Am I back? Okay, we're good. All right, let's get out of here. We got a scram. We're out of here. What the hell? Why is the... What the... Oh! Okay, weird. This is ironic. I want to show you guys keybinds, and my keybind's not working on this bike right now. Oh, that's weird. Why is that doing that? Interesting. Okay, anywho, this will work. Whee! All right, so as I just explained to you guys, one of our community members has requested, Cdome, can you do a keybind review to show me what you do for mouse and keyboard and why? And yes, shout outs to RM Player. We sure can do that. Thank you for requesting it. And so let's just go through some of my keybinds. Now, look, this is obviously just like an obvious disclaimer. I'm not a pro player. A lot of my keybinds aren't going to be probably what you optimally should do and use. This is just what I do. This is what's comfortable for me. What I always tell you guys is same thing when picking your guns and picking your attachments and stuff, regardless of what videos I do to show you what the best attachments are, what the best gun, use what's the most comfortable for you, right? So use what keybinds work the best for you, where your hands feel the most comfortable, your fingers can reach the most comfortably, all that kind of stuff. A little backstory, I came from console, right? So I'm a console player my whole life. Around 2019, I switched to mouse and keyboard for the first time, specifically for PUBG. So I played like almost 2 years of PUBG on controller. That's where I was comfortable. So I had to transition to a mouse and keyboard and learn all the new keys. So here's what I choose and why I choose it. And then maybe at the end of this demonstration, you guys can let me know what keys you choose if they're different than mine and why, and let everyone else know down below, because maybe something I use isn't really what you would want to use, but maybe with something that you guys use can help some of the other community members out as well. Okay, so let's go to controls, and we'll just do it here's a quick controls thing. So this is just all my in-game sensitivities. I use 400 DPI, which, disclaimer, probably shouldn't use 400 DPI. Now that I learn, having a higher DPI means less input lag. So if I were to do it again and learn from scratch, I'd probably have a 1600 DPI, I think is probably what I would do, and then adjust these things from there. But if you adjust your DPI, you have to adjust all this. There's online calculators you can use to kind of convert that stuff properly for you. But so that's just a disclaimer. I run 400 DPI, general 53, vert sense 1.5, aim sensitivity 51, ADS 40, and then all scopes 42. Some people like to do different sensitivities for different scopes. I think in terms of muscle memory, it's probably not the best idea, because you know, depending on what size scope you have, you could have to move your arm more or less, or your wrist if you're a wrist player. I have a big mouse pad. That's why I have a low DPI, and I have like a big room for movement rather. My mouse, okay. All right, so that's that. Here's my keybinds. Can I maybe move my camera real quick? Okay, here we go. Sorry, so this will probably be a little better for you guys on this one. So my crouch, I use toggle. So toggle with crouch. Prone is toggle. Walk is hold. And walk, by the way, is going to be this. So if you just hold W, you're walking. And slow walk is holding, in my case, I'll get to it, but I have it on my mouse. So I can slow my walk down my mouse. By default, that'll be the control key. But I have it on hold, so you have to actually, you know, hold the key down to always move. Sprint is toggle, so I just hit it once, and then boom, I'm off to the races, and I can just hold W, and it'll always be sprinting. There's goods and bads with this. The quick TLDR on why or why not you wouldn't want this is because you ever had this scenario, you're in a warehouse, you're trying to climb on top of a box, but the character vaults over it instead of climbing like that. Like he'll just vault right over the box. He does that if you have sprinting enabled at the moment that you vault the box, okay? So as a rule of thumb, you don't want to be actively sprinting when you're trying to climb on top of something, because if you are sprinting, if you have sprint toggled, or if you're holding shift to sprint, your character will first attempt to vault directly over the object. So that's not going to show you. This will just get in anyway. Yeah, I'd have to have one of those boxes to show you, okay? But so anyway, so if you have it on toggle, that could mess you up. You could be in a building, and even though you're sitting still, you're not sprinting. Toggle or sprint is toggled, and if you have it toggled when you're on a box, you'll vault over the box instead of climbing on top of the box. So you have to hit shift to untoggle sprint, and then he would climb on top of it. Okay, so just a little tidbit there. What else? Free look, that's just gonna, I have it on hold, so that's holding the alt key to free look. That's where your character stays still, but your head of your character will move. So that's very important to be able to do that, because if you are prone in a bush, if you're trying to be a sneaky boy, you guys know I like to be a bush rat. You're trying to be a sneaky boy and you want to look around. If you are not holding the alt key and you keep turning, your body will turn eventually with you, and that will obviously give your position away. So it's ideal that you hold the alt key and you look as much as you can without turning your body, okay? So that's why I have free look on that. Again, it's hold. What else? It's voice chat, sorry. Hold breath is on hold, so that's, you know, hold the shift key to hold your breath. That's important to two different things. While you're swimming, you know, hold your breath. Go into water, hold your breath. And then when you're ADS'd, even with a red dot, or even without, or even just the iron sight, I could probably just show you actually instead of telling you. It'd be smarter, right? So here's that sight 6x. Okay, so no sight. Your gun is going to have a natural amount of sway where the gun is just going to kind of move a little bit. And if you hold your breath, it'll zoom in a bit on your iron sight, and it'll slow down your weapon sway. That's why it's important to hold breath when you're taking shots, because it will make you more accurate. But you'll see down at the bottom, once you're out of breath and you guys, there's a bit of an extra wiggle when you're out of breath. So you want to make sure not to deplete all your breath. Just hold it just for a little bit and then let go before it's depleted, okay? That also applies for a scope. So your scope is going to naturally move a bit. And then if you hold breath, now your scope's not going to move anywhere near as much, okay? So that's why you'd want a keybind for hold breath. What else? Canted sight, I have it on toggle, so I just have mine on alt right click. So alt, I hold alt and I hit right click. Hold alt, hit right click. Hold alt, hit right click. Hold alt. So that's my toggle canted sight. Peek, I have mine on hold. What is this other? Double tap? I never even knew there's a double tap option, to be honest. So I have mine on hold, and that's just simply leaning. But I think it's perfect to have it on hold. Some people might want different, but that's what I do. So if I'm just going to be, you know, crouching or whatever around a tree, I want to be able to stay ADS and just kind of boom, boom, boom. That's going to tap it. Hold it, hold it, hold it. Hold, let go, hold, let go, hold, let go. Okay. Map toggle, that's pretty self-explanatory. Just M for map, you know. Controls. Aim. Now, this is two different things here. Aim and ADS. These are important to know the difference of. Aim is, it says over the shoulder as a toggle or hold, but it's not just over the shoulder, okay? So right now, get a red dot. Right now, look at my crosshairs. Specifically the size of my crosshair. This is called hip fire, okay? This is hip fire. What I'm about to do is hold my aim key. When I hold my aim key, you're going to see my crosshairs tighten a little bit, and that's called AIM, aim. That's going to make my shot more accurate, and it will make my character walk more slowly, which will make less noise as well. Okay, so watch my crosshairs. So aim at a shadow, you can see it better. See how they get tighter? So hip fire, aim fire, hip fire, aim fire, and then you can see it visually. If I'm moving, this is just regular walking, and now I'm gonna hold the aim key, holding aim, regular walking, holding aim, and look at my crosshairs. Regular walking, holding aim. So if you're in TPP mode, this applies to you as well. Holding the aim is also gonna, you know, increase your accuracy significantly. So if you ever see somebody hip fire very accurately, they are always holding the aim key when they hip fire. Because if you're just like walking like this, you're just spraying everywhere. But if you're walking like this, you're walking more slowly, but you're way more accurate with your shots, okay? And then obviously ADS is aiming down sight. That's going to be physically aiming down the reticle of whatever sight you're using, okay? So ADS, aim, ADS, aim. That also applies to vehicles. Can I spawn a vehicle in this mode? I can't. But it's the same thing. So if you're in a vehicle and you want to lean out of the vehicle without aiming down sight, you're going to... I think I just do it from here, right? Yeah. I can go get a car real quick. That motorcycle, I won't be able to show you because you can't obviously, you know, lean out of a motorcycle. So let me go land over here real quick. Actually, I can just spawn here, can't I? Just click on this button. Oh, rats. There's no vehicle. Oh, okay. Well, that's... what about over here? Ah, okay. Excuse me. Let me just... If you don't mind, I'll take this from you guys. You guys don't need this, do you? Okay, so same thing. So if you're in the passenger seat and you want to, you know, do a little drive-by or something like that, you can simply hold your aim key and your character will get out in the passenger seat. So here, I'm going to hold aim, and now I'm out of the car. I'm able to shoot relatively accurately. Of course, you could also just ADS. You're going to be more accurate, but it takes a little bit longer to do that. Okay. All right. What else? Okay, so that was all that. Keybinds. All right. Obviously... You stop. Gonna annoy me. That thing's rolling away. Okay. Settings. Controls. I did that. Keybinds. All right. So obviously WASD is my movement. Walk is on caps lock. I have walk and I have aim on caps lock. Okay. Where is that? It's under combat. Here, caps lock. So I'll get to that in a second. But I have both of those in the same key to do what I just told you guys. So walk and aim tighter is on caps lock, and I have that reprogrammed to my mouse. So on my mouse, I have multiple buttons on the side. This one small one right here is my thumb button. That's where my thumb would rest. I have that as my aim key, which is also caps lock, which is also slow walk. Okay. All right. And that applies obviously for crouching and for standing. All right, got that. Let me turn my AC on real quick. Hot in here. Okay, got that. Sprint, I have it on shift. I think that's everyone's kind of standard. Again, mine is on toggle. Some people might want hold or toggle, whatever. Jump vault. This was one of those things that I had to change when I first started because it was messing me up. By default, this is going to be on the same key. Jump vault. That means if you want to jump or vault, you use the same key. That can obviously get you into some serious trouble if you are trying to jump over something and your character by default also tries to clamber it and vault over it. Okay, so I separated those keys. Mine is spacebar for jump, V for vault. Okay, so spacebar for jump, V for vault. That's what I use. And then crouch is C, prone is Z, interact, pick up is F. Limited interact is for things like doing the oops, hold H. Can I do it in the slope? I might not even be able to do it in the slope. Well, I just broke my FPS. Look at that again. Hold on. There we go. Okay, it's funny. I won't even do it in the slope. But you know, like when you can pick up your teammate, if your teammate's knocked, let's say hold H to pick them up. Doing the buddy vaulting mechanic. Yeah, I guess I can't even do it in this mode. But you know, I would hold H and he'd put his hands and go, "Are you ready for a boost?" And I could boost my teammate up. If I was above my teammate, you know, you could crouch, hold H, and he would reach down to pull him up or whatever. So that's what that limited interact key is. What else? Toggle perspective, so to change from TPP to FPP. Obviously, if you don't play TPP, then it doesn't really matter. But if you do, then you'll want to be able to toggle between both quickly. I think the default is backspace, and while that's fine, in the heat of battle, that's not fine. And so I have that to control. My left pinky is going to hit that control key, and I can swap between those two if I need to very quickly. And then that also is useful for even if you play FPP. At the end of the game, when you get your chicken dinner, the game unlocks the camera perspective, and you can swap to TPP to celebrate during the thing. Okay, keybinds. What else? Auto run. Mine's on equal key or numlock. That's just where you can literally hit it and your character's just gonna just run in that direction. And it does wait, can I do this? I'm gonna turn, okay, here, then go that. It does not care if you have shift to sprint on or off. It'll just automatically go as fast as you can. This is also a fun little nifty feature for driving vehicles, especially like boats in the water where you don't have to make any turns. You can get in it and literally just hit numlock, and it's going to go full gas all the way. It won't apply boost. You still have to hold shift to apply boost in the vehicle. But right now, I'm not doing any W key. I'm just A and D to steer. So it's going to go full gas the whole time, okay? All right. What else? Free look, I think I already talked about that. I hold my alt key, my left alt key with my pinky, right? So if I'm in this mode, I say my pinky, maybe it's my thumb. Yeah, I guess I kind of do my thumb. My thumb is left alt, and that's to free look, like that. Yeah, my thumb. Okay. All right, what we got? Swimming, swim up is space bar, just to, you know, come out of the water. Hold C to dive under the water. Fun fact, when you swim under the water, you swim faster, but you use breath. World map, M. Spawn tool, that's just like in this mode. Pull that up. This stuff might not be that important for you guys. Mark my location is insert. Delete my marker is delete. So if you have like your ping on the map, and your teammate's like, dude, can you delete your ping? Like your ping's on the window and I can't see the enemy. You can just hit delete. Well, it's supposed to delete. That's weird. Okay. Well, maybe it doesn't work in this training mode, but delete would delete that in the real mode. Might be a training mode bug or something. What What else? Extended mini map. That's just to blow up the mini map at the bottom a little bit, which can be useful while you're driving. You don't want to pull up your whole map while you're driving. You can just pull that small mini map up, get a better lay of the land. As I use that to in. So that's right next to my M key. What else? Here we go. Inventory is tab. Inventory radio message. So that's if I want to ping an item. So like if there's a gun or somebody's looking for something, I can just ping it with my mouse. I scroll up on my mouse and I click that, and a little prompt says, hey, here's the AKM. It lets my teammates know what it is. Same thing for like scopes and whatever. I can ping it. Ping that form attachments. You can ping that form. Okay. Keybinds. Select item quantity, left control. So that's if I want to go to ammo. Where's my ammo? Oh, this is okay. There's no ammo in this mode. I think I can do boost items. This will work, right? Right. So if I hold on, level 3 gear boost. Okay. So if I want to spare some of these to my teammate, I hold control, and then I can right click on the item, and it'll tell me, hey, how many do you want to drop for your teammate? Oh, whoops. Or I can hold control and drag it out of my inventory. So hold control and then drag it out of my inventory on the ground, and that message will pop up. Hey, how many do you want to drop? And you just tell you drop. Okay. So that's the quantity option that works for ammo, heals, whatever. Throwable items wheel. Okay, these are actually, I think, really important for me. A lot of like OG pro mouse and keyboard players probably don't utilize this at all. At least not like the streamers I watch. But for me, this is one of those things that really helped me, because learning mouse and keyboard is tough, and having a wheel helped me out a lot. So throwable wheel is G, and the healing item wheel is that little tilde key, whatever the hell that is over there. So I have those reprogrammed, right? So G is grenades, and the tilde thing is the heals. I have those programmed on my mouse. So this is the Logitech G502X, and it has 2 top side buttons. So if I can get a close, maybe close image of you. So see those 2 top side ones here and here, these front 2. So that most front one is my heal wheel, and the back one is my grenade wheel. And so I do have a keybind for frag grenades. It's Q. I can quickly pull out frag grenades, but I usually just use this wheel. Boom, get those. There you go. Now, why I say pro players usually don't do that is because it's said that you should have a keybind, for all those, which I do. I have like 5 is medkit, 6 is first aid, 7 is bandage, like a quick keybind for those heal items. I just don't ever think to use it, honestly, in the game, and I just do this. Is it slower? Yes. Should you have a keybind directly for those quick items? Yes. Yes, you should, but I don't. It's just easier for me to do that, and I'm not a pro player, okay? So that's what I do. Okay, here we go. Action wheel is F4. Here, your emote wheel. I just have the F4, then I scroll around with my mouse, whatever, No big deal there, right? Toggle UI. So if you want to turn off your UI for funsies, Control U. That's important in replay mode. If I'm trying to get like pictures and stuff like that for you guys, I'll do Control U, turn the UI off. Christ, dude. Rude. All right, settings, keybinds, and then toggle UI, toggle key guide. That's to turn off the key. Okay, this is why you don't do stuff in training mode. Toggle key guide is if you want those like key guides on the side of your screen. You're gonna turn those on or off. You can do that. Where we at? Settings. I probably should just load up a clan training mode, huh? Let me do that. Here, leave. We'll go to a new lobby real quick. I forgot I can do a clan training, so only clan members can join. So easy. Load that back up. Kickstart uses the wheel. Does he really? Oh, wow. Okay. Tina, did you know if you press and hold caps lock in your situation right before you open your parachute, you will get closer to the ground before you slow down? If you hold caps lock right before you open your parachute, you will get close to the ground before you... You learned that from Tig. Okay, that's interesting because I was under the impression that you only go lower to the ground if you reach a certain speed. I don't understand why holding caps lock would have anything to do with that. I am currently researching a parachute guide video, so I will add that to my things to validate. Because I was under the understanding that if you were going maximum vertical velocity, 234 whatever kilometers an hour or 134 kilometers an hour, it would you'd get a lower deployment on the parachute. Had no idea it had anything to do with a button you pressed or something. So I'll validate that. Thank you for the heads up on that. Okay, keybinds. Toggle key guide is Alt K. So Alt K. Keybinds. Well, my head's blocking it now, but over here the keybinds there. So Alt K, and you can turn those on or off. I obviously have those off. I'm a gamer. Don't need that. Settings is O. Okay, chat window is Enter if you want to chat to people. All the emotes, I don't have any keybinds for that. Sounds, I do have a keybind for this. So sounds in chat. Voice chat input is, so this is a bug that I get. Some people might not get this too, but if I hold T, wait, not T, here, I have to hold down my middle mouse. Like my middle mouse button is a click, right? I can click it in, not like scroll it, click it in. I hold it down. That's how I do all chat. So if I'm playing with random teammates or if I want to talk to people in the lobby with me, I hold that down for all chat. Sometimes when I let it go, my in-game voice is still going through to my teammates or my enemies next to me. And like Bob will tell me, like, Cdome, you're still talking in all chat, but I'm not holding any keybinds. Sometimes I do get a bug with that. I don't know what that is, but maybe it's because I have that keybind set to that. You do have to actually change what your voice chat is though. So like you can, like I hold control and hit T to mute voice chat so nobody in the game can hear me. Unmute so that everybody can hear me and I can hear everybody else. And then you can also do control Y, and that can change your voice channel. So all is everybody. Team only is just your teammates. None is nobody. Okay. So that's my audio voice comms. Control M is master mute. Big one here is here. Instant volume sound reducer, F7. So right now I have it turned on. See this little headphone icon? That means it's on. It reduces your sounds in game based on whatever percentage you do. So like right now, hear the vehicle. Now I'm gonna hit it. Now it's way lower, right? So I'm gonna hit it, turn it on or off, and back off. Okay. And you can adjust this now in PUBG. You can go to settings, audio, instant volume sound reducer intensity. You can turn it up all the way. And barely does anything. Or you can turn that literally down to whatever, freaking 10%. And you can barely hear the game anymore. So if you're in a car and you're like, dude, this freaking shit's too loud, you hit F7 based on whatever your setting is, and it'll reduce that audio. Mine, I think I just keep the default to 50%, just so I can still hear a little bit what's going on, but it's not like, you know, breaking my eardrums. There's that. Okay, got it. Combat. Okay, combat. So fire, left click, right? Of course, aim and ADS, those are separate. I would always recommend separate for that, for aim and ADS. For aim, I have it as two things, E or caps lock. This is really the key that I use, is caps lock. I probably should honestly delete the E one. I don't know why I use the E one. Maybe it's because when I lean on my mouse, right? If I'm, let's go. If I lean on my mouse. Why do I do that? Yeah, I guess that would be what I'd do for. Yeah, okay, that is. So I have E also because I lean up. We'll get to that. I lean on my mouse, and when I'm leaning, not in FPS. When I'm leaning, if I want to hip fire, I need my thumb because I lean on both of my thumbs, or my one thumb hits both of the buttons to lean, and so I can't hold the thumb button to aim and hit all the lean buttons at the same time. So my thumb then can lean left, can lean right, and I can hold the aim key. Lean left, lean right, and I'm doing the aim key. So that's why I have it as both. Normally, I'm just using caps lock to aim, which is on my mouse thumb button, but I have E as the alternative if I'm leaning swapping. ADS is right click. Alt canted sight is hold alt right click. I showed you guys that already. Reload R, obviously. Next weapon, previous weapon, I deleted all those keys. That's usually where you would cycle up through weapons on your mouse. I don't do that. I have the keybinds for that. So, you know, 1 is 1, 2, 3, 4. T is for throwables, and B is for firing mode. So to cycle to your firing mode, you know, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, you know, etc. So that should be pretty self-explanatory. Peek left, peek right. So this is a big one. I don't recommend this. If you're new to mouse and keyboard, this is going to help you, but I don't recommend it, okay? And the reason why, excuse me, the reason why I don't recommend it is because it will have the potential to throw your aim off, all right? So I lean left on my mouse and I lean right on my mouse. The reason why I say it's not good, it's a noob setting to have, is because while you're leaning, you're making small inputs to your mouse. You're barely moving your mouse, but it is moving, okay? And so your aim is going to be slightly affected. And if you want to be a real gamer and do the lean spam like people do in PUBG, you're going to have your aim constantly moving a little bit because you're constantly moving your mouse. And so that's why you're supposed to lean on Q and E. I just couldn't get that when I first started, and it was too hard. So I said, F it, give me the cheat way out. And this was way easier for me, but it is a crutch. So if you can learn properly, learn on Q and E. Some people reverse them. Like some people have E to lean left and Q to lean right, as opposed to the default, which is Q leans left, E leans right. But that's what I do. Again, I'm not a pro player. Don't do exactly what I do. This is just what I do. Holster weapons is X. So that's if you want to put your guns away, which is important if you want to run faster in PUBG. You can put your guns away unless you have an SMG. If you have an SMG, you're on the same speed as no guns in your hand, because PUBG loves balancing SMGs that way. I do have a quick keybind for frag grenade, Q. I used to have stun grenades on E, or smoke grenades on E rather, but I deleted that once I did the aim addition to E, what I just explained. It's a good idea to have some of these on a quick bind, especially frags and smokes, because if you're in the middle of a team fight or a gunfight, you shoot somebody, they get behind cover. You know, it's only a split second that you do this, and do that, but that is a split second where that guy could be healing, moving position. If you have a keybind like I do, Q, you can see it says no frag grenade, but if I have one, it would pull it out. Getting that grenade quick in your hand, you know, it can make the difference of you getting the kill or not. Same thing with the smoke grenade. If you get the smoke grenade in your hand quickly, you can throw it quicker and get cover quicker. Okay, so there is a min max to be had there if you want to be that, you know, that serious about it. All right, what else? Spike strips. For some reason, I have a keybind for that. RIP. They deleted spike strips though. Sticky bombs. I don't even know why I have these. Have got to be defaults. I don't know why I have that. Oh, I do have a keybind for C4 on purpose though. I do like that keybind. That's F1. No keybinds for those. No keybinds for those. That's actually kind of good. They have a keybind for that too. Wouldn't be a bad one. Inspect weapon is J. You want to be a gamer and inspect your beautiful weapon. Mine defaults to J. And you can now inspect weapons while you sprint too, which is kind of cool. All right. Combat. Where else? Oh, this is another really important one. Radio message wheel. I think the default is F5. That's this right here. But why this is important is because this is how you put pings on the map. So while you're ADS'd, or you don't have to be ADS on PC, but you know, I think console doesn't let you do it while you're ADS'd, or there's some kind of stupid thing with that, like that on console. But while I am looking, I scroll up on my mouse wheel, and that puts a ping down for my teammates. So if I'm like, oh, there's an enemy right here, boom, I put a ping down, and I don't have to shoot at them or whatever. My teammates know, like, they look up there and they say, oh, okay, the Cdome's looking in this direction. If I say, oh, there's an enemy at this tree here, they can just like find my ping on their compass and go, oh, okay, that tree, got it. So that's a really important one to have. Helps your communication with your team, especially if your team doesn't use comms. That's an important one to do, radio message wheel. Scope, zoom in, zoom out, zoom in and out. That's just on my mouse wheel, which that does come into play here. So that is kind of like a double-edged sword. If I'm zooming in or zooming out, it's okay. But if I zoom in, it is going to put a message thing down for my team. So that is one negative to that. So just know that. Increase reticle type. So that's on scopes that you can change that while you're ADS'd. T and Y can cycle through these. T and Y can cycle through them, and there's a couple that have this option. So red dots have the option. Hollows, 3x and 4x, I believe, also now have the option. So, whoops, sorry. Can cycle through them. Cycle through those. Two different colors for that one. Cycle through those. 6x doesn't have anything. Okay. Moving right along. If you want to zero, oh yeah, zero your scope too, I guess. So at the bottom, you see it says 0, 100 to 500. So that's the same thing. T and Y, I have that on zeroing for 6x, 8x, and 15x. I don't honestly use the zeroing. I just kind of guesstimate after playing the game for 8 years, but zeroing can be helpful for people. Reticle brightness and reset your scope type. So you have this. If I change it to whatever I want, if I click my middle mouse button, it resets the default. I can cycle it back, reset the default. This is also useful for increasing the reticle brightness. So look at like my red dot, or in this case, my green dot. See how much brighter it is now? And then dim, and then bright, and then dim, so you can increase the brightness as you wish. What else? Hold breath is shift. I think I covered that already. Throwing stance, it's important. You need a keybind for this. That's going to be underhand or overhand throwing. You know, if you want to throw it close or throw it far. Cook a grenade, that's also important. So that's useful for multiple grenades. I don't think I can throw grenades in this training mode. No, but oh, you can do a frag grenade in this mode? I didn't know that. So I can use my mouse wheel to get my grenade, or I can just hit Q and pull my frag grenade out, okay? If I right click, you see my wheel is spinning. If that top thing is highlighted, that means I'm overhanding it. If the bottom one's highlighted, this one here, if it's thicker down here, that means I'm underhanding. So underhand, overhand, underhand, overhand. So underhand to roll it, obviously, you know, a little short throw. And then, throwables. Excuse me. And then overhand to throw it far. If you want to throw it real far, you know, jump throw it, little walk forward throw it kind of thing. All right, but what I was going to show you is the cooking it. So if you have it in your hand, you hit R, nothing happens right now. You have to be ready to throw it. So you hold left click as if you were going to throw it, okay? And if you hit R, now you get the grenade explosion timer. The reason why it's important to cook grenades is obviously because you can time when it's going to explode. But that's also really useful for smoke grenades. You can cook a smoke grenade in your hand. And when you cook a smoke grenade, you can, your character will drop it at your feet. So this is really cheeky if you're like in a spot where the grenade can easily roll off of a ledge. So like assume that you were like, you know, on a rocky ledge here. And if you were to underhand throw your smoke grenade, it might roll off the ledge. But if you hold R with the smoke grenade, it'll drop the grenade at your feet and the smoke will just start right here. So it basically eliminates the possibility for that grenade to roll out of position from where exactly you want it to be. So cheeky for that as well. What else? I think I covered this. It's important to have healing items on a keybind hotkey. I don't use them, to be honest, but I know it's important to do it. In the middle of a fight, you just get res. You can quickly hit your medkit option as soon as you get up, medkit, or first aid, as opposed to having to go to your healing keybind or pull up tab, right click it, etc. The keybind is going to be instant, boom, start your heal. Okay. All right, moving right along. Keybinds. That was combat. We're on to vehicles. I have WASD, acceleration. Handbrake is spacebar. Vehicle jump is for bicycles. You know, the Huffy. You can hold spacebar to jump. Handbrake is for, you know, the e-brake. Boost is going to be obviously boost, your speed boost. Toggle ignition is super important. That's how you kill your engine in PUBG if you want to ghost ride up onto somebody. So super important. So you're surveying an area, right? You want to crash this compound. You got a lot of speed. You kill the engine at the top of the hill. Your car's making almost no noise as you roll into the compound, so you can kind of gain intel on what's going on before you pull in. So very important to have a kill engine keybind. You can also kind of combo that with different things. This is probably not part of this video, but you know, different pull-up strategies. You could kill engine and seat swap at the same time, so you're making no noise and you're pulling up ready to shoot people. So a little cheeky stuff you can do with that. Let me know if that kind of stuff interests you, and maybe I'll do another video like all about vehicles. Lancey, what's up? Thanks for the raid. How you doing, everybody? We're just going over my keybinds right now. Welcome. Hope the stream is good. Horn, obviously pretty self-explanatory. Toggle music is F5. F6 is to change vehicle music, so that's to turn on and off the radio in the car. I didn't even know you could do this. Increase or decrease music volume. I had that apparently set to scroll up my mouse wheel. I literally never knew I could do that because I never turned the radio on. This is a super important one here. Air control, lean back and forward. Now, lean left and right, also important, but this is the most important thing. Lean back and forward. So this is something you need to have if you're going to ride like a motorcycle, okay? So if you go... This is what I was trying to say earlier. Oh, I just need to do this. For some reason, the training mode like cancels my keybind for this or something. It's weird. Where is it? I can show you on this bike too. But like dirt bikes, motorcycles, bicycles, etc. This all applies. And if you don't have this keybind set, you can die. You can just get a little air time and you'll die. So yes, it's not weird. It's not doing it. So for some reason, the training mode, it breaks this keybind for me. But if I'm in the air, I hold my side mouse buttons and I would be able to control my lean. You see how my guys like leaning left, leaning right? I could control front and back to do front flips or back flips, but that would also correct your landing. So if you're landing on your head, you'd be able to correct the leaning of the character so that you don't land like this and unalive yourself. Okay. Hey, boo-boo. Come downstairs. Okay. Hey. You're painting? Okay, give me 5 minutes. I'll be downstairs, okay? Okay. Okay, you can hang it up here. Dad just needs a few more minutes, okay? All right, chat. We're in speed mode now. Let's go. All right, so that's vehicle keybinds. Again, let me know if you want to see more stuff on that. We can do separate videos for that. Same thing for pitch, dirt bike, etc. Oh, that might be why it doesn't... oh, no, it's already there. Yeah. Glider, same thing. So you have throttle response for glider. You can increase or decrease throttle. You can pitch up. Obviously, you fly the glider around. Have videos for that. Vehicle seat. Again, let me know if you want a video specifically for vehicles. But I have keybinds for that. So Shift W is front seat. E is seat 2. Q is seat 3. And then I don't have keybinds memorized for all those, but those are there. Control and the seat key. Spectate. I don't think anybody needs to see spectate keys. That's kind of whatever. I mean, I'll leave this in the video if you want to just pause and look at whatever option you want. But that's that. Okay, so those are keybinds and controls. Gameplay. This is an important one here. And inventory character render. If you have this enabled, that means your character is going to show up here. If you have it disabled though, it saves a lot of resources in your computer. So if you're finding that your computer is drastically reducing in your FPS every time you open your inventory, if it's very glitchy and that kind of stuff, turn the character render option off and it will stop that from happening. You can turn colorblind mode on or off to change the colors in the map and in the game. Crosshairs, you can change your color for that. Weapon slot HUD, you can enable, disable, whatever. Map zoom sensitivity, blah blah. Saturation, I have yes to make it a little bit easier to see. Dynamic zoom, you can turn the on or off. Mine's disabled. Kill feed limit, you can limit how much stuff is displayed in your kill feed up here. Mine limits to 7. I think it's probably the default. Whatever, no big deal. Hide nicknames in the kill feed, you can enable that if you don't want anyone's name to come up. Maybe streamers only have that, I don't know. Disable interaction target highlight. Personal preference here. It enable or disables the highlighting of interactable objects. Compass background is on to help it easier seeing the background. On-screen guide is turned off. It's Alt-K. Loot flash effect, you can have it as glow or pulse. I just have mine on glow. Personal preference. Whisper is enabled. Whatever. Okay. Free look interpolation. So that's going to be holding the Alt key to look around. I have that enabled. TPP camera position, you can change that to whatever you want here for your preference. Mine's just defaulted to right shoulder. Auto reload, that is if you were out of ammo. When you get to 0, if I were to hit left click to shoot, it's going to automatically reload my gun for me. So when you get to 0, you left click, it's going to go, hey Cdome, you don't have any bullets left. We're going to reload your gun for you. If you have that option turned off, it won't automatically reload for you, okay? Where's that? Default fire modes for handguns, full auto, because every handgun is single fire except for the Glock and the Scorpion, right? So I want those to be full auto. SMGs, full auto. ARs, full auto. Secondary default fire mode for ARs, I have it on burst. That's for the M16 and Mutant. That would be defaulting those to burst mode. Default fire mode for DMRs, full auto. That's for the VSS and the Mark 14. I want those when I pick them up out of the crate to go full auto. Shotguns, full auto. That's for the the O12 shotgun, I guess, right? Full auto. Auto equip attachments with interaction key, I have that enabled. I went over all this stuff in my inventory loot guide video about 2 months ago, so I'll link that down below, but you can just copy all my settings here if you'd like. I go into grave detail on why those are important in that video. I'll link it down below, or if you're watching this, you can just go search Cdome PUBG loot guide. That'll come up a couple months ago, or maybe a month ago. Hide helmet vest, this is all just for you, not for enemies. Live stream screens is just for you for in-game stuff. Action queuing, definitely turn this on. This is honestly probably deserves its whole own video. Turn this on, okay? Turn it on. The whole video could explain that. Turn that on. Recommended ammo, I say yes, just because the game will put a little ping and say, hey, this is ammo for the weapon you have in your hand. Same thing for equipment. Hey, you could use this. You have room for it. Attachments. Hey, your gun doesn't have an attachment slot filled yet. This attachment will fit. Enable that. Delay exit from moving vehicles could be very, very important to save your life if you get in trouble with jumping out of a car prematurely, okay? So if you are in a car and you hit the exit key, if that setting is disabled, you're jumping right out, dude. You're ejectocito, cuz you're dead. Okay, you can kill yourself. If you have that enabled, so if you go to your settings and you go to where's that function, enable this, then a message is going to pop up. It's going to go, hey dum dum, are you sure you want to jump out of this moving vehicle? So it says delay exiting vehicle. It gives you a chance to hit the F key to cancel getting out of the car. Otherwise you're still going to get out of the car in 3 seconds. Okay, that's just to save you from accidentally hitting your ejectocito cuz key. I have this delay or disabled because I like to do the C4 play where I, ghost ride a whip with a C4, or I jump out of a glider like in an instant. I like it disabled, but it does help if you jump out of your vehicle a lot. Auto equip regular skins. I haven't enabled. That means whatever my default skin is equipped, when I get into it, it's going to apply that skin for me. I could also hit H to, well, okay, it won't work right here, but I could hit H to change the vehicle skin if I had a vehicle skin for this vehicle. Is there like an SUV or something in here maybe? No, none of those. Maybe a coupe somewhere? I don't know, whatever. You'd be able to hit H and change the skin if there's a vehicle you could do it for. All right, I know you guys heard my daughter. She wants me to rock and roll. So let me make sure I didn't miss anything for keybinds and stuff. Did all that. I did gameplay. I don't think I showed you guys audio. Nothing crazy here. Those are just like basic stuff, right? If there's anything I didn't cover and you guys want to know about, this is a great time to let me know. Comments down below. Give me a message. See them cover this next. Add this, whatever. Let me make sure I got players' questions answered specifically too, because he asked me to do this guide, so I want to make sure I get all his stuff. So healing, got that. Got that. All chat, got that. Okay, I think I covered all of his specific questions. And then I covered just all the general settings that I use in PUBG in terms of keybinds and why I do what. Again, none of the stuff that I do is like, hey, be a pro and do what I do. Some of the stuff I do is probably detrimental to my gameplay. It's just so it's comfortable for me. That's what I would recommend for you guys. Before we end the guide, let me just check up with chat to make sure I didn't miss any comments from you guys about tips or anything to share. When you get out of a car, you hold the gas key. So if you don't want the game to automatically apply the brakes, you just hold the gas key while you're doing it. Again, I can do a whole video about vehicles. That like a whole video is needed for vehicles. There's so many little tips and stuff like that for cars. Thanks again for the tip on the parachute. I will add that to the research for that video and make sure that's legit. What's up, Shadow? Am I playing on 60 hertz? No, I play on 160 hertz. I have a 4K monitor. Yes, if you have the upgraded car, you can lower and raise the top with the H key. Only certain vehicles and certain skins. Okay, there we go. I look like we caught up on everything, so we're good. Chat, if you guys enjoyed the guide, leave a like, thumbs up, share with the buddy. Comments down below about what your different keybinds are. If you use anything different, maybe I'll pick up on some tips, or some of the community members can use what you use. And yeah, thanks for watching. All right, chat, who is here live, thank you guys for coming to hang out today. Nice short little stream. What time is it? 3:30. Little 2-hour and 20-minute stream. Thank you guys for coming to hang out and chill. I do appreciate it. It's time to go hang out with the family before I got to go to work. So I will potentially see you guys tomorrow night, or not tomorrow night, tomorrow day, same time. Just really depends on how, if I get a lot of sleep tomorrow, if I got a lot of stuff to do around the house. I really don't know. So the next stream for sure will be Friday around noon, 1 p.m. Duos with Bob. That's for sure when you'll see me next. I have YouTube videos up daily for you guys, guides and gameplay videos. And if you want extra content, you can find all that on Patreon. 2 extra videos per week. Patreon and YouTube. And of course, I post all the community updates and whatnot in Twitter and on Discord. So make sure you're following along on whatever, social media you like to be active in yourself. And yeah, I'm going to get on out of here. You guys have a great day. Have a good Wednesday. If I don't see you tomorrow, have a good Thursday. I'll see you guys Friday. All right. Much love. Peace out.